I'm going to make this point again, and I get pretty fired up about this. It seems to be missed. The key purpose. It's freedom. Why don't they get that? I don't care what stupid government statistics say. I have zero confidence in them anyhow. I don't know how they measure this stuff. Zero confidence in it. I've talked before about the Bureau of Labor Statistics, who calculates the labor force participation rate. I challenge you to find one person who's ever been called by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, because that's how they conduct the survey. That's how they calculate the figure. So you can send us all this stuff about how great Mississippi's doing, and I applaud that. That's fantastic. This is good news from an education perspective, K through 12, and contrast that to states which have embraced and implemented robust school choice. But here's the point again. It's about giving choice. If it's so great and we pass school choice, what are you worried about? Nobody's going to choose to leave the public schools because they're so great. So it's about letting people choose. The government is not responsible for preventing people from being stupid. If you're in a situation where your child is thriving in the school, you'd be stupid to change it. But it's not government's responsibility to prevent you from making that stupid choice. And every dang time the government says, as Ronald Reagan famously said, you should be terrorized when the government says, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. And that's what I feel like this point is this person's attempting to make. The government wants to prevent you from making that mistake of taking your child out of these fantastic public schools and choosing an alternative setting. Man, what am I missing here? Help me out.
The only thing missing seems to be the application of logic by those that are against school choice.
You might as well just send me a text that says, I oppose freedom. Send that. I want more government control. I want more government dictate. I want more government in your life. I want government inserted into your household. That's what you're saying when you oppose school choice. It's exactly what you're saying. I want government to protect government. Man. And I apologize for raising my voice, for getting rather emotional about this, fighting this battle now for 11 years. And I just feel like the point's being missed. This is about giving people a choice. All I can think about, Rhino, is Bernie Sanders when he was aghast at the amount of choices of deodorant. Remember that famous clip? Why do we need all this deodorant? So what do you want, Bernie? The government to dictate? The answer to that, of course, is yes, that's exactly what he wants. I, Bernie Sanders, am better equipped to run the $30 trillion economy than is the market. And that's the same thing we're talking about here. The government is better equipped to make these choices for families, parents, students than they are. Honestly, what you're saying is that our education system's failed because they can't make the right choice. You're essentially indicting the very institution you're protecting. Man.